In life, it's never too late to correct your wrongs, and it's never too late to make things right. Life can be challenging, but never think that at the end of the tunnel you will never get happiness. You will find happiness in any way, whatever God has prepared for you. Never, even never treat people bad because you think that they cannot fit in your status. God is never stupid to bring to you people who need help, and God has never made a mistake on making you a father or a mother to that in that situation. In all, he knew why you got that child. Always embrace your child, take care of your child in difficult situation. And God has never made a mistake of being a child to the blind or being a child to the poor. He knew that you will overcome it. Always embrace every situation around you. Allow people to throw stones on you, and always find a way to correct your wrongs. Forgive those people who need you, who come to you and ask for your forgiveness, because it's never too late to forgive. Forgiveness is divine. Always find a way of getting out of the situation or in someone's life if the need is not there. Go for people who like you, not people who mistreat you. In this movie called A Piece of Me, is a movie showing at Boss Lady Freaks TV. Go and watch this movie. To you young generations out there, youth, parents who gave birth in your youth age and you neglected those youthful moments of yours, always find a way of brushing back and find how you can solve your problems of the past, because past always will always haunt you, believe me or not. This is a movie featured in with Fredrick, Leonard, the Lord King, and it's a movie which is very emotional as well as with a lesson to learn. A young lady, Misoma, and her child find it difficult to feed, to parent, to do everything, but they stood firm and strong and thought and knew and knew that at the end of the tunnel, one day God will smile at them. And a young man who happens to called Jacob, who was the father of this young man, Obioma, young lady Obioma was married, and he was the father of this young lady. Whenever this young girl Obioma was asking for his father, the mother could get sad and upset. That's when this young girl forgot about the father, until this fateful day when her mother was very sick and tried to find a way of getting the medicine. Along the way, she found a man who happened to be a good Samaritan at that time, and took her mother to the hospital, paid the hospital bills, paid the rent, and paid everything, and she decided to take them to his house. This is where life became difficult again. You can have a shelter, good environment, but when the people around you are not friendly, always mistreating you and always finding a way of creating hunger to you. So the wife did not accept the people who came in the house to Obioma and her mother Isoma did not allow them. Despite that the man was always friendly to them, but the wife was not accepting, was not in good terms with it. She was always mistreating this young girl. She was always making her do and everything, thinking that her husband is spending money on people who are not worthy to be spent on. This was the and this was the saddest thing in life. treat people right, because you don't know what is next tomorrow. You don't know how your life will be in the next day. What do we say? In the next minute or in the next hour. This young girl endured everything. But why could she endure everything? Because she knew she has nowhere to go. This is the best place you can stay with her mother, with all the promises this Good Samaritan wanted to do for them. She had to endure. She had to endure the pains, the torture, the mistreatment from the wife, even her mother, with the way she was being treated. But she was always a strong woman. Always nurture your kids with strength. Make them to feel strong. Make them to be the woman they have to be, even in the future, that they can fight for themselves. Because if Isoma did not train her child to be a strong woman or a strong girl, maybe she would have give up long time ago and they go back to where they came from. But she was strong. She was always crying. She was always meeting, but always kept her mother with hopes and strength. Treat people right. Always be careful with the people, with the advice that people they give you, because this wife of the Jacob was always trying to get advice from her friend, but at the end of the day, the friend did not help her when she needed her help, but rather left her like nothing happened. Be careful with how people think that to take you. You end up losing your marriage just because other people have tried so much to make you feel like you should not be around people. Some predicaments come to your way because of the way you treat others. Always, if someone does not like you in the life, always go where they love you, but they appreciate you, than being in a place where they don't appreciate you. Sending someone who needs a help from you does not mean that does not make you poor. If someone finds and needs help from you, helping is divine. This is what God wants. Helping each other, loving each other. You will never know what the small help you give to that person could cause the happiness of her lifetime. This movie was a great movie. This young girl, Obioma, nailed it. In fact, she is now an uprising youngster, unwrapped for sure. For those who will see her acting, the acting wasn't super. She's young. This is my first time to see her in the movie, but she did her best to bring out the storyline. Most times the tears we cry, the pain we have on our hearts may take long to forgive, how to forget, but we have to let the past always be in the past. If God smiles at you, embrace the smile and accept what is in life. You are who you are because God accepted you to be who you are. And you are not who you are, who you want to be, because God accepted you to be where you are. So guys, the day Obioma heard about her father and knew that the stranger who was good to them is her father, it broke her heart. It broke her heart, because just imagine you've been being mistreated by your father's wife or your stepmother, but when you are in your father's home, calling you names, beggars, what? It hurts. But I'm glad that at the end of the day, the father realized his mistake. The mother had to forgive the father. They had to live a good family. They had to live a happy family. And this is what we all want. And I'm glad that Fredrick was able to apologize to his wife, and let her go. Other men could leave you to stay, and yet they have nowhere they are taking you. So guys, this movie is at Boss Lady Flix. Go and watch this movie. I'll put the link in the description box. Tell me, what do you think about this movie? Who acted very well? What was your best scene? Always in life, treat people well. Treat each other well, because you never know what tomorrow holds. Try to pick the good friends who will be there for you to tell you the truth, even if it hurts. I love you guys. God bless you. Let's meet in a new video. Bye bye.